And we're back. This is the second play session to try and beat Super Back to the Future Part 2 in honor of Back to the Future Day, October 21st, regardless of when you're seeing this. I am recording this in advance of October 21st, but not too far. I'd like to believe that this is the session where we're going to beat the game. But truthfully, I've never actually beaten this game before, and the level that we're going to be continuing on now, you know, where we left off in my last session, is the furthest I've ever gotten in the game. So I can't make any promises here. Like I said, if you're looking to get some like real hard tips on how to do this, if you're looking to, you know, see what a clean playthrough looks like, this is not the video for you. But okay. These are the default settings. Just gonna leave it at that. Here to continue. Oh, this is adorable. You like put the thing in like you're entering the destination into the DeLorean. I'm not sure that I love this dock, you know, but it's all good. All right, what was the password? The password from last time was Keen, like Queen, but without a Q. Okay, will that do it? Be funny if they were like, no, that's an invalid password, sorry. Alright, back in Oak Park Cemetery. Alright, we gotta go the other way. Don't want to go down that road. Come on. There we go. I continue to be amazed at just how much, from a visual perspective, everything here just fits in so well with Sonic the Hedgehog. Like the early Sonic games on the Genesis, particularly 1 for some reason. Maybe 1 and 2. I don't know why I'm excluding 3 from that. The audio. Like, I feel like I could take this soundtrack, plunk it over Sonic 1. Be right at home. And believe me, coming from me, that is a high compliment. I love Sonic the Hedgehog 1. 3 and Knuckles as well. I wasn't as big of a fan of 2 for some reason. A lot of people really love 2 the most. I don't know if I mentioned this in the last video, but, you know, it's a super, not a Super NES, but a super big, let's call it, Nintendo fan of the NES growing up as a kid. And one day my friends rented a Sega Genesis back when you could do that, and they rented Sonic the Hedgehog 1 with it. And that was it. I was a convert. Went from, you know, maybe like one of the biggest Nintendo fans on Earth to a Genesis household. And that one day. I did go back, though. We were a N64 household in the generation after that. Now I just get every console, but when I was a kid, you know, you could only get one per generation. I don't know. Who are these mercenaries expecting to find in the graveyard? Like, that guy's got a flamethrower over on the right there. Usually people in the graveyard are just coming to mourn their family. Who are you expecting to kill? Why is any of this necessary? Only allowed to take one more hit. If I'm allowed to take one more hit at all. I don't remember if the one more hoverboard thing means I get one more hit or I'm on my last hit. Probably should have started paying attention to that kind of stuff. I don't know. Prior to this point in the game. Truthfully, along with paying attention to what I want to talk about. Oh, now we know. One more hoverboard means that's your last hit you can take, and then you die. But I was going to say, along with everything I'm paying attention to here, figuring out what I'm going to talk about next is taking up the lion's share of my focus. Maybe what I should do is record this as like an audio commentary. Like, I just play the game silently and then just make a video and plop it on top of me watching like a reaction of my own gameplay. That would be somewhat disingenuous. I don't like that. The crummy thing about continuing here is that I lost all my coins. I mean, I lost them anyway. We ended the last play session when I genuinely got game over, but because I lost all my coins, I can't take advantage of any of the vending machines that sell extra hits and extra lives. I'm really nervous about going out too far, because I know if I jump far just to try to, like, put a little distance in there, there's going to be a trap. They love nothing more in this game than to McFry you over. So I put a lot of thought into it. I was thinking about this last night after I went to bed. When I said that it was Michael Jackson that said the beans chicken or BBB for pork. And then I corrected myself and said it was Ronald Reagan. I think it was actually Michael Jackson. Probably could... No! I was twirling! I was twirling! I'm genuinely mad about that. I was twirling. This feels like a longer level than the other ones. Where do you want me to jump so that I can get over there? There we go. There's no forgiveness in this. Yes, I get it. I'm dead. I will say that the difficulty ramp up in this has been pretty harsh. Like, it started pretty easy, and, you know, I was cakewalking through the first few levels there. It was really only the boss stages that were giving me trouble. And even at that, not even all of them. Let's try to get the coins. I feel like I need to build back up my bank here. I also went back and reviewed the recording of my first play session there, and I double-checked, and they definitely didn't establish the almanac prior to Doc being like, Biff must have given himself the almanac. It's like, what almanac? Definitely depending on people having watched the movie. Oh, fudge your mama. What are these things? They look like necklaces on little parachutes. Who is dropping all these things into a cemetery? There's just people mourning their loved ones here. Be cool. I don't care if it is alternate 1985. This is ridiculous. Also, this was like a 30-second scene in the movie. Did it warrant this much attention in the video game? I think I mentioned these people studied at the Super Mario Bros. The Lost Levels School of Level Design. Just whatever we can do to make sure people trap themselves and die. Oh. It would be great if there could be a way to start twirling in the air. You know, it doesn't have to be like right before I'm about to die, but you know, maybe if I'm in the air and there's no danger in sight, they could let me start twirling. I'm gonna give my first criticism of the graphics in this game and say that the rain is a little heavy-handed. Like, there's too much of it. Oh, come on. No. I do feel like we got robbed out of a sequel to this, though. I mentioned how much I dislike the Sega Genesis Back to the Future 3, but if we had gotten a Back to the Future 3 in this style, it might have been cool. I think I'm going to take the opposite approach. Rather than trying to jump a little bit out, I'm going to go as close in as I can. Try to avoid traps and pitfalls. What you got? Just such a long level. I feel like Eminem in this situation. Like, my palms are sweaty. So nervous. I just want to get beyond this level at this point. I promise you I did hit the button there to attack. Goal. Give me the goal. Where is the goal? Friends, I don't know if we're beating this today. That do me any good? Did I get anything for my 40 coins there, or 20 coins, whatever that was that cost? I already had full health. And it doesn't look like they gave me an extra life. Wow, I tried to outrun those bullets. You know how silly that sounds, but... I mean, at this point, I feel like I should just stop. I'm taking way too many hits early on in the level here. There's no way I'm finishing it. Might as well just take my game over and be done. Not gonna. That's how I feel. No. Oh. I can bounce off bullets, but not cannonballs. Interesting. No. Yes, yes, yes. End. I do wonder how much of this had to be translated for the English ROM. Like, were words like that always in English? Or was it just the story, you know, when it comes up on the text in white, or on the screen in white text? Ridiculous. And the crummy thing is, we're about to get to 40 coins, and this is my last life. I don't know what I need to do. I twirled and I hit him. They're still throwing pipe bombs at me. I am dead. My soul just went to heaven. What time is it? Well, we're out of that area without a hit. That's good. Around. Okay. I'm so nervous right now. Furthest I've ever gotten this stage without getting hit. Wow. Come on. Why do you let me ride across it sometimes and not others? You're wondering why I'm suddenly so quiet. It's because I can't afford to do. Oh my god, we hit the goal. I just didn't want to do this again, so you're probably going to see like a montage of all the times I tried to beat that level and couldn't. Where are we? Well, we know that the last password was supposed to be Queen, because this is King. Oh. Every single solitary step that I take in this game from here on out is the furthest I've ever gotten in this game. Stuck. What is causing me to jump like this? Is there wind underneath me? Yeah, there's got to be a wind turbine. I have no film context for where we are supposed to be in this game right now. What is this? I guess after the cemetery, he goes back to Doc's lab. Which this is not. Green berets now. And then after that, he goes back to the hotel. The Pleasure Paradise, as this game would call it. And he tries to get the information out of Biff, like where did the almanac come from? Which I guess this is. I don't know. Get hit by that. So I don't know if I'm supposed to be going left right now. Okay, they go away. Really? Really? This better be the right way, too. Get in, that checks. Oh. I honestly can't get too upset here. Like, we finally cleared that level in the rain. We did it without being offered the Mercy invincibility, or not invincibility, infinite lives. Which I'm still convinced is a thing. I vividly remember being so bad at this game that they would just give me infinite lives. Why is there a door in the middle of nowhere? It's an evil door? I thought maybe I could go through it and come through somewhere else. Gotta remember that those are there. Are the Green Berets supposed to be, you know, the harder bad guys? Because they don't seem like it. Usually they present you the harder dudes with the palette swap sprites later in the game. But I mean, the machine gun seems like it would be more of a problem than the knives. I mean, they've got range to them. You know what I've noticed? You can't actually... You know, like in a... I know I talk about Sonic a lot while I'm playing this, but in a Sonic game, you can hold up or down and kind of get a view of what's going on above or below you. You can't do that in this game. Whoa! Was he there before? Sure. Believe it or not, I did remember that that was there that time. Made sure I was still spinning in the air. So that thing goes up to a spring. Do I want to take that? This is where we died before, the green evil doors. At a different area with evil doors. It feels like a bad horror movie in the making. Evil door. I can bounce on the spikes. Am I supposed to wait for a platform, or is that just a dead end and I'm supposed to use the spring? Goal! Thank heavens. Boss stage? Maybe fight Biff? Get out of this Pleasure Paradise? Biff, we need to talk. I missed that. When you get the almanac. How the hell do you know about that? Fine, I'll tell you. It's 1955. You're too bad you're gonna die now. He's probably not wrong. Fair. Beer would be a better password here, because, you know, Biff hounds Marty's dad for light beer. Or no, he doesn't want the light beer. He gets the light beer. What the hell? Alright. This is ridiculous. So my weapons here are these little electrical currents that go over his head anyway. What just happened? Was the screen supposed to go to black? No! It was not supposed to go to black. The game froze. However... Oh, sorry, I'm clicking the wrong button here. No. Like I said, we're playing on the analog Super NT jailbreak. So I was able to go right back into it from there. That's what that menu was. Thankfully, because we know that the password is bear, we go right back there. I will lose any coins that I had, though. That's a shame. Funny. I never thought it would be you. Alright, is there any way to get that to hit him? Oh, come on. Is that it? Alright. I'll take it. I'll take it. go there right away. What about Jennifer? What about Einstein? Come on, Doc. Pink. It's my new expression. Pink, it's not even a question. Who is Street Fighter Ken over here? Is that Ken or Ryu? I was never a big Street Fighter guy. I was a Mortal Kombat guy. At least the, I might be speaking too soon here, but the score sounds like Back to the Future again, which is cool. How did it suddenly get nighttime just because I walked like 3 feet away? Alright, I guess we gotta wait for that to come back. Jump up. Jump up. Go in. It's alright. I wasn't being super careful in the beginning here anyway. There's a ridiculous amount of these spikes right now. What this reminds me of is when we were later on in the NES Back to the Future game, when they just cranked the bees up to 11 and they're just pelting you with bees. Should have taken that opportunity to get up there. Get those coins. Sweet, sweet coins. Did he have a pogo stick? Is that what that was? Kind of missed it. Yeah. Yeah, it looks like a pogo stick or something. Let's not make this dirty now. Pogo sticks were probably big in the 50s. Oh, how am I supposed to... Right. Should I just trust them? If I stay on this, I will not hit a spike. Should have just trusted it. Wow, look at all these spikes. At least we got through it. No, we didn't. No, we didn't. Theoretically, this is the last act of the movie. So... This should be the last set of levels. We get through 1955. I'm gonna guess Biff is the final boss, like 50s Biff. Biff Prime. I don't know. And then that should be it. Friends, we could be beating this game tonight. It's entirely possible. I have to tell you, even I was really disappointed in the difficulty of that last boss fight. Given how long, like, I'm gonna have to play a montage of all the times that I tried to beat the level in the rain, just so that you're not bored watching me play it for like 2 hours. But... wow, I got through that without getting hit. But then the boss fight of that was just... I don't know, I hit Biff like a couple times there with that electrical stuff and he was out. I'm gonna try to play this a little safer. Like, I'm not even gonna try to get those coins. not going to go as far as I could because that feels like a trap. Could I request a goalpost? Haha! Suck my hoverboard. How am I supposed to do this? Wow. I think I would. Oh, come on! Evil balloons? Why are there evil balloons? 99 red balloons go by, right? Come on. Give me a goalpost. Like, honestly, I'm not even sure how long I can maintain not dying. Where am I supposed to go? Just go as far as I can here. Would that help? Where do you want me to go? I guess up and to the right? Yeah. Alright. Can't just trust them. Ugh. There go my 98 coins. I feel like I had to be close. Like, these levels just weren't even allowed to be that long, like from the perspective of the cartridge size, I feel like. Yeah. Ah, okay. Became nighttime. It's 2 steps. Better it just seemed that way. Yeah, no, it's definitely getting darker. I wonder if I'm gonna have to go to the dance. Ugh. I got really lucky with the timing on the last time we went through this. Like, I really thought I cleared that, to be honest with you. Where's the dude that I can knock off of to get up there? There we go. I hate this. By this, I mean this little compartment here. Come back, come back, come back. Yeah. Who are these ninja dudes anyway? Street Fighter 2 McFly Edition. I'll give them this. They have a very generous invincibility period after you get hit. It's almost too generous because you get complacent. And then it runs out just as you're, you know, recklessly running through something. I really thought I made that. That was fair. I didn't time that at all. Alright, one more time. We'll go through this. If it doesn't work out this time, if we don't get past pink, call it a day here. From your perspective, it might not look like this day 2 playthrough was as long as playthrough 1, but this has actually been going on longer. I'm just gonna wind up cutting out a lot from the rain stage. I thought I could hop back up there on that guy. Come back. Come back. No. Come back, come back, come back. I'm not gonna go for this coin over here. I know I've gotten it in the past, but it's not worth it. Especially since I only have the one more hit that allow. I mean, they won't even really allow. That's... bunch of crap. That was on me, to be honest. I just wasn't paying attention. Like I said, I'm cutting out a lot from the rain stage, so I just took a casual glance at the recording timer, and I'm at an hour and a half. Starting to get punchy. I mean, truthfully, I've played game sessions for longer than this before. It's not like, what, an hour and a half? I can't play an hour and a half. No, I could play all day if I could, if I had the time. It's a combination of how late at night I have time to do this, with how much anger that rain stage invoked in me. Whoa. Wow. I gotta start focusing more in that little area. I just got hit 3 times. And that's really all it is. Like, if I could just focus there more, it's not like an overly difficult obstacle at all. I'm just losing my patience with this. Ugh. That was crap. I was twirling, tumbling. Alright, I know I said that was going to be the last continue, but this will be the last continue. Very carefully maneuvering our way through this. Didn't matter, still got hurt. I got really lucky doing that long jump over there. I don't know how I'm supposed to time this. Maybe I'm supposed to wait for them both to come back, but I... Now that I can afford some power-ups, there's not going to be me over here. It's very specifically turning. Hit the button to jump. Very deliberately testing my patience with this. Like, my temper, I should say. I want to say I'm doing alright. No. I haven't snapped this controller in half. I mean, it's not a cheap controller. Don't remember what it cost, but I don't think they sell them anymore. It's kind of a desirable controller from 8BitDo. So I'm going to guess if I was going to replace it now, it wouldn't be cheap. And that's it. That's it for the night. I'll come back to this another time. Pink. Pink is the password. And the password is pink. See you in the next one.